Welcome friends again to Musicline Online. We're going to be getting straight into some handy tips on how you can introduce yourself online, and you're going to get a chance to do just that as part of a project that we're going to be launching very soon. It's all happening right here. In this new normal, making an impression online is more important than ever. But what gear do you need? Actually, very little. Just to prove that, here's a recent video I did with a couple of friends. I'm using a pretty expensive studio mic with all the kit to go with it, but Neil is using just his built-in laptop webcam, and Paul, thanks to flight restrictions, is stranded 2,000 miles away from home, using just his phone in someone else's bathroom. Does it make a massive difference what gear is being used? Doesn't sound like it. The main thing is that we're each comfortable with our own setups. So, how do you get comfortable? Sort this one out, and the rest is relatively easy. It's probably better if we start with where not. Not where you're likely to be disturbed by other people or pets. Although cat photo bomb videos are getting a huge amount of hits recently. Not outdoors in the sun. Or have all those problems. Not with a window or bright light behind your head unless you want to look like you're under witness protection. Not where any confidential or sensitive information is visible. I'm just kidding. That's not my password. It's my girlfriend's.
What are you doing?
Nothing! Somewhere light, somewhere quiet, somewhere you're happy to invite your virtual audience into. In my case, the living room. It isn't perfect, but I can position the camera between the window and my face so there's plenty of natural light on it. The room is generally presentable and free from anything in the background that looks a bit naff. Oh. Apart from that, that's a microphone. If you're videoing on your phone, you may have to choose between landscape or portrait. Personally, I prefer landscape because I think it just looks a bit better on TVs, laptops and tablets. If you're a phone user, it gives you some space underneath to comment on the video and see what everybody else has put. And if you want the fully immersive experience, you can of course turn it 90 degrees. Try not to have the camera lower than eye level, otherwise viewers will be looking up your nose. If you're trained in the art of selfies, you might think that going high with a camera is the best way. Not always. If your camera has a rule of thirds grid function on its screen, then try positioning yourself where two of the lines cross so they're right between your eyes and your head isn't bobbing in and out of shot. J.J. Abrams, eat your heart out. If you can, use a tripod or stand to lock your camera or phone in position. Selfie sticks aren't bad, and of course you can hold your device if you're really stuck. However, it can make your audience a little bit seasick. Now for the sound, which is arguably the most important part. For most purposes, the built-in mic on your camera or phone is fine. Trust me, sound is best kept simple unless you're prepared to spend days learning the technicalities and considerable money on the gear. In a lot of music collab videos, you see people wearing headphones. Why? It's normally to stop sound leakage. For example, in our video, I recorded my singing and piano playing first before sending it off to the lads. So we could properly mix the sound of the three videos together, we needed clean recordings of Paul and Neil's voices on their own.
The kind you cherish all your life. Well, for me, it's waking up beside you.
The only way we could do that was if Paul and Neil listened to my playing through headphones. In Paul's case, the only ones to hand were his 4-year-old daughters. Still, Pink's groovy. Tempting as it is to use preset filters, I generally steer clear of them. They go out of fashion very quickly. They don't really show the true you. Also, filmmakers who might use your footage are going to want it fresh from the camera so that they can make their own adjustments and colour corrections. If you are singing on camera and you need words, it's best to have the words just out of shot to one side of the lens. If you are going to look your viewers in the eye, make sure you can do it for most of the video. Good for you. So that might sound all basic and obvious, but you'd be surprised how easy it is to get one of those things wrong. And it doesn't really matter if you do, this is just a guideline. Best thing if you're not sure is to practice a little bit before putting your video out into cyberspace where anyone can see it. I hope that at least some of that has been helpful. If you have any of your own tips or you think I've missed something, please do comment on the video. Remember, we're giving you the chance to try all these techniques out in a project that we're going to be revealing soon. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thank you for watching, stay safe and adios.